Hey everyone, welcome back to the Rose Herd. It's Katrina, and in today's video, I wanted to answer a question that I've seen a lot in some of the Facebook groups for people who are thinking about moving here and wanting to decide if they're going to bring stuff from home or just start over with buying furniture here in Mérida. So before we get into that, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. And now let's go. So, the first question most people ask is where to shop. And that really depends on what you want to have and quality of stuff that you want to purchase. So, we are really kind of looking for something that felt like home. So, those would be at Sears, which I know is kind of dead in the States, but Sears is very much still alive here in Mexico. So, we frequented Sears a lot. Next is Liverpool. Now, Liverpool is a department store, kind of like Macy's vibe, and they have a lot of good quality stuff there. And then for your basic home goods, kitchen items and things, Walmart always comes through in the clutch. I feel like we were at Walmart at least twice a week when we first got here for quite some time. And then other things that you may need at Home Depot. I didn't list them in this video, but we got like this tank for our Garafone. So if you don't know already, cannot drink the water here. So we get water delivered to the house 1 to 2 times a week. And we have a tank, like a stand for the Garafone to go onto that dispenses hot and cold and room temperature water. And we got that from Home Depot. We also got an ice maker from Costco because, again, if you can't drink the water, even if your fridge that you purchase has an ice maker on it, can't use it. So we just have like a countertop ice maker, which works really well for us. And then for like some smaller things, I got from Zara Home at La Isla Mall. And then this new one, which I didn't really see until the end, but when we went up there, they're like, "Oh, we're not open yet." They didn't open until December. I'm like, I can't wait that long. I'm sleeping on an air mattress. I have not slept in a bed by myself since, we were driving here. We would alternate who got to sleep in a bed by themselves on the way here. So couldn't wait for Ashley Furniture Home Store, but they do have one here in Merida. It's near City Center, where there's like a Walmart and TGI Fridays and all that stuff in that area. So as you may know, we did end up shipping some stuff from home here, so we didn't have to replace our whole entire household, but some of the items that we did need were like mattresses and box springs, a fridge. So most of the homes here that you're renting don't come with appliances. So sometimes you might even have to get your own stove. Thankfully, we had one of those here, but we did have to get our own fridge. Couches, dining table, dining chairs, and some really like more solid curtain rods. So I actually had brought some with me in the van here, and I was using command hooks at first, but it was such a headache because it wouldn't stay up, I think because of the humidity and also the plaster. So the homes here, of course, are built of stone and then plastered over, unlike in the States where it's drywall, command hooks would have worked fine. It would not stay up. So I had to buy this really big curtain rod from Sears and have a guy come and install it into the stone wall for me. So I made this list. I also wanted to put the items in Spanish because even though I spoke some Spanish, I'm not fluent. Before we came here, there are just some stuff that they don't teach in Spanish class. Like I had no idea how to say mattress or box spring. Here they just call it box. But mattresses is colchones, or in the singular, mattress is colchón. Refrigerator is pretty similar, refrigerador. But if you want to sound more like a local, you could just say el refri. And then sofas, mesa de comedor, sillas de comedor for dining table and dining chairs. And for curtain rod, cortinero, because curtains are cortinas. So it's very similar. Okay, so these are some other words that I think were important to know when purchasing furniture. So for beds, they use English words for some of the beds, which I thought was interesting. So if you're looking for a king size bed, you would literally say king size, and same for queen size. But once you get to double bed, they call it matrimonial, like matrimonial. And then delivery is entrega. So you'll see some of the words used simultaneously here. Entrega is specifically like a delivery of goods versus if you were getting laundry, where they pick up and bring it back to your home, or ordering a pizza, you would see a domicilio, so like to your home. But those words sometimes are used interchangeably. But to know the difference, entrega is the delivery that you want to know for purchasing furniture. Next thing is asking if something is on sale or if they're having any sales in the store. So that word here is rebaja. So I would just ask if they have any sales. If you don't see the red lettered signs in the windows when you're coming into the store, just say like hay rebajas, like are there sales? Or hay rebajas ahora, are there any sales now? And they will let you know like what's on sale. Another one is discounts, descuentos. So sometimes there might not be a sale for the whole store, like a New Year's Eve sale or Memorial Day sale, like we would have in the States, but certain items would be discounted. So if you're going to go look for beds, you can ask them which ones are discounted. And then, of course, the most important ones is how much does it cost? What is this going to run me? So for singular, how much is? So cuánto cuesta. And if it's plural, cuánto cuestan. You would add an N at the end. And then how long until it arrives? This is also very important, asking how long until it arrives, because I feel in the States we're a little bit spoiled where sometimes you can have same day or next day delivery. And for some stuff, you can here, but a lot of times they don't. Um, my mom and sister ordered their beds, it was like 12 days or so. But by the time me and my grandma ordered ours when we came back from Virginia, it was a holiday. So they had a sale that week or so. So it took 3 weeks for them to deliver beds from Sears Alta Brisa down the street to here. A lot of times it's because they don't hold things in stock in the stores. So it has to be delivered to the city and then put on the schedule and delivered to your home. And another thing to note is in these department stores like Sears and Liverpool, they still work on commission here, like how they used to in the older days, like the 90s and stuff, when I was growing up. So when you walk into that store, one, they're going to swarm you, which is very overwhelming sometimes. And two, there's a bit more of a personal touch. So when you schedule your delivery and they ask for your address and all of that, you'll also get their phone number on WhatsApp so that you can communicate with someone, which I like, that you don't have to call like a 1-800 number and sit through an automation to find out when your stuff is coming. You'll have the cell phone number of the person that helped you in the store to talk to, and they will also call you or message you. Like sometimes I just let them know, like, hey, my Spanish is not that good on the phone, but if you message me, it's a lot easier. I just use a little translate tool in the WhatsApp and let them know, what I need, or, just translate whatever they said. Sometimes they'll just reach out to you. They'll do the same thing, but they'll put it in English for you. So that is something that's very different, is that you have a more personal touch when getting your things delivered. So before we get into what these things cost, because I know that's what you really want to know, I am going to give a little disclaimer. These prices are high. Now, we bought everything that we could on sale, but for having, again, what I call like American style furniture, something that feels like home, you're going to pay a price for it, especially for items that are imported. So if you're getting a Sealy mattress, like some of us did, and our fridge, which is an LG, those are already expensive items in the States, add the import tax on it as well too, and then they increase the cost because it is a foreign item in the store and people have to get paid, store has to make money. So yeah, they're a bit pricey. You can definitely find some lower cost items in more local stores. I think part of is we were a little bit in a hurry, number one, without doing more research because we found some other items afterwards and we're like, oh, we could have got this. But also at the same time, we like what we like. So that's my disclaimer. Now let's get into this pricing. Okay, so now for these prices before the power cuts out again, for three queen size mattresses and box spring and one matrimonial size mattress and box spring, it was $67,223.40. Now, when I say dollars and cents, I mean dólares y centavos, so dollars and cents, but all the prices are in Mexican pesos. For the fridge, I couldn't find the receipt for it, but I could see how much I spent in US dollars in my bank account. And I'm using today's conversion rate, which is kind of low, for what that would be in pesos, which was $19,707.07. And for the couches, dining table, and dining chairs was $51,715.37. And then for this giant curtain rod, which is like half the wall, was $699. So again, all of these items were purchased on sale. And again, these are the prices with imported tax, which isn't horrible. So like for this refrigerator, it was $970.50 for an LG refrigerator with, the double doors and the pull drawer. So something that's like very new, and big enough for, a household of four. I feel like that was reasonably priced. And that brought our total cost to $139,344.84 in Mexican pesos, which is about $6,862.22 USD. So, as I said, these prices are high. I don't know what prices are going to look like in the future if the tariffs are actually enacted. So, on top of that imported tax, you'll have tariffs as well if you want to have American things as well. So, yeah, we just ended up shipping a lot of our stuff, which I'm glad we did because it makes it feel like home. But I mean, like I said, four mattresses and box springs, two couches, a dining table, dining chairs, and a fridge and a curtain rod. We're talking almost $7,000 US for that. So if you guys have any other questions about, buying furniture, and moving things, leave them in the comments below. And if you have any other things that you want to see about life here in Merida, let us know as well too. And I'll try and get those videos out there for you guys. And that's it for today. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.